it's Iris. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to everybody. It's been a little while, as I said it would be. So welcome back to you, welcome back to me, welcome back to everybody. And if it's your first time here, then welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm just going to go ahead and warn you, this one's going to be pretty long. Just going to do a life update. I was going to say a really quick life update, but there's no way that I can do this quickly. So going to be just a little bit of chit chat, just hanging out, just kind of chilling, and letting you know what is going on with us. It is a mess in here. We are still in the process of moving, but we are going to talk about all of that. If you need to, go ahead and push the pause button, go get you something to drink, get you a little snack, whatever you need to do, because we're in this one for the long haul. So what has been happening with me? Well, like I said, we are still in the middle of moving. We move out of this apartment officially at the end of this month. So the end of April, we are out of here. We are moving in with my in-laws. There's a lot to talk about, you guys. There's so much to talk about. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I feel like I told you guys one of the last videos that I did that we were moving and that we had decided to move in with my in-laws. A couple of reasons. We had some financial reasons. We really can't afford the rent here anymore. And my father-in-law is sick. We have come to find out that my father-in-law is not as sick as we thought he was. But still, for financial reasons, we're going to move. And that is a decision that we have finally settled on. I'm not kidding you, yesterday. So let me just go ahead and back it up and let you know what's going on. So a couple of months ago, we decided to move. We needed to get out of here. We can't afford it anymore. I talked to my parents. They said that we could stay with them if we needed to. My husband talked with his parents. They said we could stay with them if we needed to. And like I said, we were being, well, okay. My father-in-law is sick. Okay, so we decided, let's go there because, you know, your dad is sick. He needs to have time with you. You need to have time with him. You know, we don't really know how long he's going to be here. So let's do that. We can save money. Because you're not going to make us pay rent. They're probably not going to make us pay for anything. Right now, they say we're going to pay our half utilities. I bet they don't make us do it. Anyway, we go there. You have your time with your dad. Everything's good. We save money. There you go. Well, then, I don't know. As it started becoming more real that we were actually going to do that, I started becoming more uncomfortable with it. If you don't know, I sold my car about, gosh, almost a year ago. So we have been sharing one vehicle since then. So it started to hit me. Okay, I'm going to be stuck in that house all the time. I'm okay with my in-laws, but we're not like besties or anything. So being stuck in the house with them 24 hours a day started to make me panic a little bit, just the thought of it, because I'm not going to have a vehicle. I can't get out of there if I need to. I'm also going to be an hour away from my family, so I don't really have a way to get back to them if, you know, I just get a wild hair at my butt and want to go visit them. Can't do it. I can't go anywhere. I know nobody there. So I started kind of freaking out a little bit. And also, I had a little moment with my mother-in-law. She needs to be in control of everything. And I don't know. Well, okay. It seems as though she needs to be in control of everything. Since we decided we were going to move, she has done so much stuff to get us ready for this move. And we keep telling her, don't do that. Don't do that. We don't need you to do that. It's fine. We'll take care of it. No. She insists we're going to do it this way. Well, I don't need you to tell me how to do it. I know how to do it. I'm an adult. But that's just the way she is. She wants to get stuff going. So whatever. Then I start thinking, you know, I don't know if I can live with her. I don't know if I can do this. I started panicking a lot. And, you know, I told my husband, I don't know if I can do this. You know, the thought of being with your mom that much, not really settling well with me. And he basically told me I was overreacting. He did comfort me a little, made me feel a little bit better, made me feel a lot bit better, and I was fine. But then I panicked again, and then he had to get me calm back down again, and then I panicked again. I have been so up and down emotionally for the past, 2, 3 months that it's ridiculous. The way you're seeing me right now, this is one of my good days. That's why I decided to sit down and film today, because I don't know if I'm going to have a good day again for a while. I'll be completely transparent with you. I have had days at a time where I have been so depressed that I have not moved out of my bed. I have gotten up, gotten my kid out of bed, got him set up for the day, turned on the TV for him, got back in my bed, and didn't move for the rest of the day. Because that's just the way I felt. A lot of stress, a lot of guilt from different places, and it's not been settling well in my head. I'm one of those kind of people that doesn't like to disappoint anybody, and I will allow myself to be unhappy so that somebody else is happy. I do that a lot. I thought I was over that because I did that a lot when I was much younger, and that's where my depression came from. So I've decided, I got over that depression, and I said I was never going to do it again, and here it is. I'm doing it again, and it's really affecting me. I bottle stuff up. I hold stuff in, and I don't want to have a confrontation with anybody. So that has happened. But since then, we decided again, okay, it's going to be fine. We'll move in with them and everything will be fine. It'll be great. Then this past week, I think it was, I got an email from Old Navy. I had forgotten that I'd kind of forgotten that I'd even applied for a job with them. There's a new store opening very close to where we are now. Honestly, like less than 5 minutes, like 2 minutes from us. And a family member knows the manager of that store. And she remembered me from working with me before. It turns out that she didn't know me, but she thought she did. And she had been talking to this family member about me, and she really, really wanted to hire me. Well, I got an email from them last week that they were doing open interviews. And I just kind of said, oh, well, that sucks. Can't go to that. We're moving to Loosedale, so it doesn't matter. Then my mom texted me, hey, just wanted to let you know they're doing open interviews. The manager really wants to speak with you. So I took it as a sign. I'm supposed to go to this interview. So my mom came to sit with my son so I could go to this interview. And we talked for a while, and my mom told me that they possibly had a housing opportunity for us. And it was a really good deal, like cheaper than what we're paying right now. And it was on a house, which is like in game for us. That's what we want. We want to have a house so that we can have our own space where we don't have to worry about being too noisy for the neighbors, and we don't have neighbors being too noisy for us, and we just have our own space where we can do whatever we want and be comfortable, and we don't have to worry about moving ever again. So I was taking all this as a sign. Okay, this is it. We're not going to have to move in with my in-laws. I'm not going to have to be in this uncomfortable situation. We're going to be able to do this. It's going to be great. It's going to be fine. So I went to the interview. I had been told before that this person wanted to offer me management. Well, when I got to the interview, she didn't have any more management available. I had talked to my husband about it before I went to the interview, and we had talked about it, and we decided, okay, if they offer you management, then we'll take it, and we'll stay here. We'll work it out, because if I have management, I'm going to have salary, so it'll work out. My husband can keep both of his jobs. We'll be bringing in a lot of money, so everything will work out. Well, when I got there, it turned out she had no more management positions available and no full-time available. All she had was part-time. She could only guarantee me 20 hours a week at $8.50 an hour. That's kind of a bummer. But I told my husband I wanted it anyway. Well, then we went to, the next day was Easter, so we went over to my parents' house. We talked to them. It turns out that maybe that housing opportunity was not going to be as sweet of a deal as we thought, because it might not even actually be available. And then the next day, they went and talked to the people they needed to talk to about it, and it was not available at all. It was not possible to give us the deal that they wanted to give us. So, bummer. So, okay, crap. I guess we're moving in with my in-laws now. Okay, fine, whatever. But I panicked again because I was like, oh my God. Because before all of this happened, my in-laws are divorced, by the way. My father-in-law and my mother-in-law are no longer married, but they still live together. I don't understand it. I don't have to understand it. It's not mine to understand, but it's a little weird if you ask me. I don't know that if my husband and I, we've talked about this before, if we ever got divorced, there's no way in hell I would be living with him, and there's no way he would be living with me. We're just not, no, sorry. Go find a bridge if you're homeless, because that's where you're going to be. You're not staying with me. We are not connected any longer. Bye-bye. I feel like that's the way most people feel about it. Anyway, they're no longer married, but they still live together, and hate each other. Hate each other, drive each other up the freaking walls, but they still live together. Like, how do you do that? How do you live with somebody that you know you can't stand? I don't get it. Anyway, so what was I saying? We had, something really itches. I don't know if it's in this shirt or if it's on my bra strap, but I feel like there is a, what do you call it? Not an acrylic fiber. Nylon fiber, nylon thread. Just like irritating. It irritates me. You know when they use that nylon thread to sew tags into shirts? I have to tear those out because they irritate my skin. Anyway, and that's what it feels like. I've got an itch like right here. It's bugging the crap out of me. Anyway, get back on track. What was I saying? Okay, so in-laws don't live together, whatever. Aren't married, but live together. That whole thing. Okay, my mother-in-law had decided she was going to move to California. That's where she's from. She's got a ton of family there. She goes there every summer anyway. She's usually there for about 6 months, six or 7 months. She's there most of the year, and then she comes back here when it gets cold there. They are from like the mountain area of California, where it actually, they actually have seasons. I don't know anything about California. I've never been there. Do you have seasons in California? I have no idea. Where they're from, they do. Anyway, she decided she was going to move there. Permanently. She wasn't coming back. Unless she absolutely had to, unless there was like a dire emergency where she had to come back here, she wasn't coming back. So, okay. We're going to have to move in with my father-in-law. It's fine. I'm not going to have to deal with the tension and the clashing with my mother-in-law. And then we find out, oh, she's not going anywhere. Well, crap. And then I panic again because I don't know if I can do it. But I talked to my husband yesterday, and he calmed me down, and he's like, okay, we're going to get through this. We're not even going to be there that long. He's now saying that we're probably going to only be there for about 6 months to a year. Real quick, I don't feel like I'm making sense at all right now. So let me know in the comments. Am I being coherent? Is any of this making sense? Is this following a line at all, or am I jumping around? Because I feel like I'm jumping. Anyway, back to the story. Husband says we're probably only going to be there about 6 months to a year. Because like I said, we're not going to be paying rent. So we're going to be able to save money up. And save up. We'll be able to find a house that we both like. Everything's going to be great. Gosh, I thought this was going to be so much longer. I've been talking for less than 15 minutes. Just shy of 15 minutes. I have other stuff to talk about. Don't worry, we're not done yet. So anyway, we're settled now. We're going to move in with my in-laws. Everything is set. It is what it is. I'm not going to panic anymore. Obviously, this is where I'm being led. I don't know how many of you that are watching this video are religious at all. I am Christian, so I believe in God. That is what drives me. But I wanted to share this with you. In times like this where things are really heavy, I'm usually really good about praying, going to God in prayer and telling him, look, this is too much for me. I am overwhelmed. I'm laying this at your feet. You take control. Whatever you say is what I'm going to do. I'm usually really good at that. This time, it has been really, really difficult for me to let go. I cannot even tell you how many times I have gone to God and told him, I'm laying this at your feet. Whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do. But I go right back and pick it back up again. I don't know how many times I've done that this time, but it's been way more than I should have. I'm not being as faithful as I should be by any means. It's been really difficult this time. But that I was just talking to my mom on the phone, and I was telling her, the other night, I was running a bath, and I was thinking about, this past situation. Why would God dangle this job and this house in front of my face? Almost as if saying, okay, here's normalcy right here. Here's comfort. Here's a way to stay right where you are and be comfortable and have no, what's the word I'm looking for? No risks involved in this, right here, and then snatch it away from me. Why would he do that? And then I thought about the word comfortable. Maybe I'm not supposed to be comfortable right now. Maybe he needs me to get out of my comfort zone and face this and deal with it. He's putting me somewhere. I don't know where he's putting me. I don't know what lesson he's trying to teach me, but there's a lesson here somewhere, and I just have to go for it. So now I am calm. I am good. We're going to get on this path, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I can't say it's going to be great because I have no idea if it's going to be great. It could all blow up in my face. I have no idea. I kind of have to have faith, though, that there's a greener pasture on the other side of this. We're walking through a desert right now, but at the end of this desert is a really, really lush green pasture. There's got to be. That's what I'm going for. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. If you are religious, pray for me. Oh, it's been crazy. Anyway, so that has been happening. In the midst of all that, I'm going to be completely transparent with you. We have also declared bankruptcy. While all of this is going on, part of kind of a little bit of what has contributed to my depression and stress and everything, most of the debt, like 98% of the debt that we have is mine. Like that other little bit belongs to my husband. Well, it belongs to both of us really, because it's a joint credit card. Anyway, I've got a butt ton of student loan debt, and more credit card debt than we can deal with. A lot less than most people have, but more than we can deal with. So, excuse me, what? I lost my train of thought. Derailed. Anyway, I'm gonna have some coffee. I hope it's not cold. Sorry, I hope you didn't hear me slurp. I gotta take another one. It's a little cold, but I'm still gonna drink it. And I am using a Halloween mug because it's the biggest one that I have. And I needed a really big cup this morning. Anyway, so yeah, we have filed bankruptcy. We have a lot less. I didn't even notice the pile of dirty towels behind me. Like I said, things are crazy here. It's not clean. There's a lot of disarray right now, and I'm just not going to clean it because there's no point. Anyway, yeah, we have filed bankruptcy, trying to get rid of this credit card debt, trying to create a way to save money. So we have to get out from under it. I've been paying on this credit card debt And this student loan debt, well, student loan debt I've only been paying on for a few years because I deferred for so long and I did academic hardship. Academic? No. Was it academic hardship? I don't know. I declared hardship for as long as I could declare it, and then I deferred for as long as I could do it. Um, and just in case you don't know what that means, uh, for your debt, you still accumulate interest when you do that. So you're just racking up. You're not paying. You don't have to pay them, but they're tacking on more money onto it while you're not paying. So really, it really doesn't do anything but dig you a deeper hole. So if you can find a way to pay your student loans, just go ahead and pay them. Just go ahead and do it. I've learned from my mistakes. I have learned a lot of things from my mistakes. I was not very financially smart in my younger years. I don't know how many young people really are. I feel like I have learned so many lessons, though, as I have gotten older, that maybe I can teach my kids this. And anytime that I can tell a young person, look, learn from my mistakes. just learn from my mistakes, because you can get into a really big hole really quick. Anyway, let's get back to it. So we filed bankruptcy. That's going on. We actually just got our paperwork filed and did our pre-credit counseling class. So I think I might check in with you guys on this aspect, because here's the thing. I don't really know a whole lot about bankruptcy. And because of that, I went to the internet to look for it, and there's a lot of misinformation out there. And I told our lawyer this. I said, I have been really freaked out about this because I don't know anything about bankruptcy. I have known people that have done it, but they did it years ago and things have changed. So you don't really know what's what anymore. So we went on the internet, and there's a lot of misinformation out there about bankruptcy. So there's a lot of YouTube videos on it too, where people have chronicled their journey through it. Some people say it's the worst thing they have ever done in their entire life. I'm hoping that it's not the worst decision we've ever made. I mean, people do it all the time. I mean, how many times has Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy? I mean, come on. So can't be that big of a deal. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe chronicling that for you guys if you're interested in it. Because it is scary. It is kind of scary to go through. I am not as scared about it now. Now that the ball is actually rolling, I'm not that worried about it. But, all of that came into play with all of this moving, because financially, we don't know what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do. Technically, we're not going to be paying rent anymore, but it's not like we're not going to have any household bills. We're still going to be paying for things while we're living with my in-laws. So that'll be fine. My husband was scared that maybe they're going to take his car. We found out they won't do that. They won't do that. This house that we were talking about getting, it was going to be rent to own. The ownership part kind of scared my husband, because he's always heard that if you own a home, they will seize your assets. Well, we're filing Chapter 7. And the way I understand it with Chapter 7 is that in that one, they don't really seize your assets. If we had two houses, okay, both of our parents, when they pass away, we will get their real estate. So my parents, I get their house because it's the house I grew up in. So that house goes to me in their will. My father-in-law's house, that goes to my husband in his will. So if we right now had both of those houses, we would have to decide which one is our primary residence, and they would seize the other one. So can't have two pieces of real estate. They will seize one of them. They won't seize your vehicle because you have to have a way to get to work. They're not gonna leave you high and dry, basically. If you file Chapter 13, however, the way I understand it, that one they will seize assets. I think it's still the same way. In Chapter 7, they're really not, I mean, like I said, if you have assets that they can seize, they will seize them from you. But if you don't have anything, and we don't, pretty much they just forgive your debt. They just erase it. It stays on your credit report for, what I think they said, 7 years. But from what I understand, it doesn't really negatively affect your credit too awfully bad. Like, you can rebuild it pretty quickly by doing things like getting a secured credit card. I still have to do a little bit more research on that. My husband explained it to me, but I need to do a little bit of my own research to really fully understand it. But if you know anything about that, leave me a comment below and give me a little bit of information. But yeah, there's ways that you can build your credit back up so that it's not going to be that big of a deal. You know, you're not going to be denied a home loan. They can question you about it, but they're not going to deny you a home loan. My parents actually told me that they filed bankruptcy right before they bought that house that they live in now. So it's not a big deal. So yeah, we're trying to get financially stable and on our feet and at a good place for our family, because that's, I mean, honestly, we're really kind of tired of having a life that feels like we're just here to pay bills and die. We don't want that. And we don't want that for our kids. You know, we want to be able to take our kids on vacation. You guys, we never even took a honeymoon. We have been married for May next month. Wow. Next month, we will have been married for 6 years. We have never taken a honeymoon. The last vacation we went on was 3 years ago. We went to Disney World right after our son turned a year old, and that was only because my dad got some really, like, ridiculously inexpensive tickets for Disney World. We paid for our own, and we paid our own way while we were there, but the only reason we got those is because my dad is military, and he got, like, some ridiculously cheap tickets. Like, could not turn it down. It was so cheap tickets, because we were like, okay, if we don't jump on this, we may never get to go to Disney World, so let's just go ahead and do it. Because I mean, like, really, I'm $175. $175 for a 4-day park hopper. If you guys know anything about Disney, you know that's like practically free. Like, really, that's free for Disney, okay? Because we have priced it, and for a family of 4 to go with for the vacation that we want to take, where we go to the parks, we have park hopper, family of 4, park hoppers, meal plan, and staying on site. It's round about $2,000. And that's just for that package. That's not including, like, any spending money that you're, because it's Disney, like, you're not going to go shopping. Like, really? Come on. Yeah. So any of the extras, that's not included. So, of course. So really, we'd really probably end up needing about $4,000, and that's not something that we ever thought would be possible. So we're trying to get financially stable, really, so that we can have what we want. We have learned from our mistakes. Since being home, since I'm a stay-at-home mom now, I'm actually in charge of our budget. I manage the household. That's what I do now. And that has been really eye-opening for me. Figuring out, okay, we got to shuffle stuff around here. Okay, we can afford to do this month, but if we do this month, we can't do this other thing next month. So which one is more important? How badly do you really need that oil change? Because can we put it off for another month? Because we kind of need to do this thing over here. That kind of stuff. And we don't want to have to do that anymore. You know, we want to be able to, you know, if we have to get a repair on the car, we want to be able to say, okay, we can go do that right now and still buy groceries tomorrow, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's how broke we are, you guys. I don't know if I've ever told you how broke we are, but that's how broke we are. Uh, just to let you know. And on that, saying all of that, I think I have made a decision as far as YouTube goes. I told you guys it was gonna be a while before I filmed another video. Coffee is kicking in. Brain and mouth are not synced up. Take a breath. Get that going. Okay, so I think I've made a decision as far as the YouTube channel goes. So if you don't know, I also have a vlog channel. It's Biloxi Beauty. Gosh, I don't even know. I'll put the link down below, but I want to say it's either Biloxi Beauty Vlogs or Biloxi Beauty 82 Vlogs. I think it's Biloxi Beauty 82 Vlogs. Anyway, I'll put it down below, put up a card, I'll do something so that you can see it. But I think I'm going to, I'm like 90% sure that this is what I'm going to do. I think though I'm going to focus on that channel for right now. Not that this channel is going to go away. I'll still be doing makeup reviews, but like I said, we're trying to save money. And I've told you guys this before, trying to keep up with the makeup world on YouTube is expensive. It is very, very expensive. And I don't even do high-end. I do drugstore, and it's still really expensive. So I'm still going to do reviews for you guys, but they're not going to be as frequent as I would like them to be. I might sit down and do a chit chat every now and then, but here's the other thing. I'm not really going to have really a space to film where we're about to be. So it's just going to have to be whatever it is. If I do any hauls, it will be on this channel. Like if I do Dollar Tree hauls, it will be on this channel. So anything like that I'll do here. But vlogs, I'm going to try to focus on that channel. So most of my videos will be over there. Here's the thing, where we are moving is a very small town, but the one thing they do not have a shortage of is restaurants. So I'm thinking a lot of food vlogs. A lot of food vlogs coming your way. I know, I just got done saying makeup is expensive and we're going to do food vlogs, but we have to eat. We have to eat. I don't have to put makeup on my face, but we do have to eat. So, yeah, I think I might be doing a lot of vlogs for you guys over there on the vlog channel. So if you have not subscribed to that channel, go ahead and go over there, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you know when there's you'll get notifications when I post new videos. Do the same for this one too. If you've not already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That will give you notifications on when I post new videos. Also check out my Instagram. I've got a Facebook page as well because I haven't been very active on any social media. There's really nothing there right now. Nothing new at least. Yeah, I feel like that is pretty much it. I did this a lot faster than I thought I would. I thought this was going to end up being like an hour watch. By the time I'm done rambling, it will be. So yeah, that's where I've been. Oh, the makeup that I'm wearing right now, this is about the extent of makeup application I've been doing, like so very light. I'll go through really quick what I am wearing. But I'm serious, like this is about all I wear anymore. I'm going to do that video. I'm probably not going to, I might do it right after this one, actually. I will. I'm going to film that video after this one. But very, very, very light. I mean, most days I don't even put makeup on. I put it on today because I was feeling good and I wanted my face to reflect the way I felt. I feel fresh. I feel good. Let's do it. So a little bit of concealer, a little bit of mineral powder foundation, a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of blush. What else am I wearing? Some liquid eyeshadow, some mascara, and a liquid lip. That's it. That is it. But I think I will go ahead and film another video because I had a video idea that I was going to do and I've never filmed it. I think this would be a good time to do it. I think it would be a good time. It's basically, the idea is how our makeup routines evolve and change depending on where we are in our life. So I'm not going to go like really deep into it, but the makeup that you did when you first started doing makeup, when you first started wearing makeup, completely different than maybe when you hit your professional life, your makeup has changed. Maybe what you do on the weekends is completely different from that. Your makeup routine changes and evolves based on where your life is. So I think I'm going to film that video right after I do this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my life update. Like I said, if you have prayers for me, go ahead and do that. Just send some good energy out into the universe. Because things are things have been crazy. Like I said, I think they're calmed down now, but who knows? I might come on here the next time you see me. I might be on here crying, telling you that I'm completely miserable. I have no idea. Let's hope that we don't do that, but it can happen, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, I will see you guys on the next one. I'm going to stop talking now so that I can go film my other video. But I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining. Bye.